Howdy, builders. Welcome back to Project Highrise. Today we're going to look at Lake Point Tower and we're going to look at completing this scenario. We're going to break this up into three parts as we're going through this. We're going to do each one of these as a different video. So let's get in here and get started. So it breaks it up into three different sections here. So we're going to do residence and retail today, and we're going to work on getting our residents up to 100 and 8 stores into our building. And then the next video we're going to do restaurant patrons. So we're going to get 150 with 12 restaurants and 50 visitors at one time. And then lastly, we're going to go for the penthouses. We're going to do 250 residents, 30 prestige, and at least 10 lofts. So let's get started. Let's get in here and see about getting the initial building built here so we can get started. So we're going to go ahead and fill this first line in. We have a little bit more money in here than we do if we were playing on hard mode. So we're going to do things a tad bit differently than what we normally would. If we were playing a hard mode, obviously we're limited on space, so we have to really manage our space in here. We're not going to put a bus terminal in here. We may later on put a metro and or a transit line in here so that we can um, have people visit the building, because one of our goals is getting people to visit the building. So we're probably going to end up doing that as well later on. So we're going to do two for trash, one for recycling, one for water, and one for electric, and then we're going to place our elevator down. And then we're going to fill this in. We're not going to need the recycling bins down on this level initially. But as we continue to go up, we want to go ahead and make sure we have that space saved. Prior planning prevents poor performance. So if we plan ahead, then we end up performing better. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to set ourselves up for success on this tower from the very beginning so that we can elevate our tower without having to completely restructure things later on. So definitely plan out for those things. And we know that we're going to need both the trash can and the recycling bins for those lofts that we're going to have to put at the top when we get to that third prestige. So plan ahead for that so that you're not sitting here at the end going, oh man, I got to restructure this whole tower in order to get this in, because that's no fun. What I'm doing right now is measuring out how I want my studio apartments to fit in here. If you see it fits in pretty good for us. We're gonna go ahead and get our closets in. I like to put them closest to the elevator just because this thing's useless. I always turn it off. It doesn't even give you what is truly going on in your tower. Like I have no idea what information that gives. So if you know, put it in the comments so maybe I can learn something from it. But the profit and loss statements and everything in this game are kind of wonky. I don't really use them. And as a manager in real life, like I do a lot of analyzing metrics and numbers and different things. And I look at P&Ls on a regular basis. I look at KPIs on a regular basis. And the KPI dynamics in this game are not that greatest. There's other games that I play that have much better KPI um, dynamics that can really boost your knowledge and how to read those different sheets and stuff. So this game is not one that you want to use as a training tool to learn. I mean, you click on it, it looks like it's from 1912. So I think George Washington used this to fight the British. I'm not sure, but yeah, I don't use it at all. Like I find it relatively useless and kind of pointless even having it as a tool for us in this game. They could have done much better on that. But outside of that, I find this game pretty fun. You can follow along with your daily track right here, down here on the bottom left corner, and like you get a really good synopsis of how you're doing. And as long as you're managing this red or green number right below where your budget is or where your money is, that'll really attune you. So you got to be knowledgeable on how to manage what you have in your building so that you're not overspending, but at the same time, like you can easily manage this. This is a medium level scenario, so it's not hard, but there are some complexities to it. The beginning, the first part of this, the residence or retail part, this is going to be relatively easy once we start getting residents in here and building our tower. Once we hit that one prestige, like it'll go a lot faster. It's just getting to that one prestige level that's gonna take us take us a little bit of time. But once we hit that, we should be able to level up pretty quick. We'll do probably two or three levels of studio apartments, a couple levels of one bedrooms, and a couple level of two bedrooms. So we'll just keep elevating up, and we'll get that 100 and hopefully no longer than about 30 minutes or so. We'll see how long it takes us. So we only rented 3 units yesterday. We were at a negative eight something the day before. We rented 3 units and we're already at a positive 290. So we actually made money yesterday. We still have one, if I learn how to count here, one, two, three, four, five. We still have 5 units up for rent. So we rent those out. We're gonna make a pretty good chunk of money. So that'll really get us where we need to be. We got to watch our utilities. So we have 8 of each used. So what we can actually do is go ahead and build our next two up here. And we may have to take a contract. So, uh, well, we're just going to take both of them. If you guys are watching my hard mode one, you know how I feel about taking contracts early in the game. It's a little bit different and scenarios. So if you're watching that and you're like, why is he taking contracts out? Like, he told us not to do that. It's different in scenarios. As you see, the contracts are different too. So the contracts are based off of the scenario versus the actual like default ones that you get when you're playing on hard or easy mode on um the sandbox mode that they give us. So just keep that in mind if you're gonna be doing these, that is definitely an option for you. And I highly suggest it. As you see, I didn't have to take a loan, and I got some more money for us to build. Our goal is to fill all these up relatively quickly, and we're going to make more profit. We've already rented one additional unit, but that puts us back at well now we're at five. I was gonna say it puts us at six, but now we're back at five. So with 5 additional units rented, we did add $70 worth of. Oh, I'm sorry. $120 worth of additional expenses, but we rented 2 more units in lieu of that. So that 150 and 150, so that's $300. So that counterbalances that and puts another 150 into our profit. But it's not going to work out that way. Kind of weird. Here's your daily budget right here. So you have your operating costs, your revenues, other revenues, other expenses, and current cash. Really kind of non-basic spreadsheet of of what's going on in the building. I wouldn't even call it a P&L really. It gives you the basics, but it doesn't break anything down or tell you. It's a very extremely high level overview of what's happening. If you guys would like to see me do videos on how to gain skills from reading P&Ls or like the financials in video games and apply that to real life, let me know and I will do some video series on that because that's something that I really have a lot of knowledge on and also like management. So if you guys want to see how you can apply video games to management styles and even how to get your workers more motivated by using video games as a tool in your arsenal, let me know that as well, and I could do some videos on that as well because that's one of the things that I do with my team to get them more interested at work is try to um, get them like build on their knowledge because a lot of them play video games. Um, so I use that as a tool for me to help build my team up. So we're gonna build this out. Not really necessary at this point, but um, I don't want to add more units in right now because we still have two that are uh, sitting here that aren't rented. So we're gonna build this out because we know we're gonna have to build it out later anyways. Until I'll rent these two units, and then if I need money, I'll take out a loan and help us build a little bit faster, just for the sake of the video. If I was playing non-video, I would just wait it out. Like I would just sweat it out and wait till I get the money to build what I need to build. So sometimes it may be a day or two or whatnot, but I could definitely do that if I was playing on my own. But for the sake of time, we're gonna go ahead and take a loan. We're gonna fill this bad boy out, and then we're not gonna go up to the next level. You saw me going up there. I was thinking about it, but I decided against it. We have the money to. I just want to make sure that we get our units filled before I do that. So I don't know why I just did that because that's gonna be an expense that we're gonna have to pay today. My bad, my bad. But that's okay. It's not gonna hurt us that bad. I don't think. We're gonna see. Boom, boom, boom. And fail. So that did hurt us a little bit, but uh, I forgot these guys were building this stuff down here, so they're not gonna work on this until they're done down here. So that was 100% my fault, and I'm gonna own that and chuck that up as a well. It happens. What did we learn from this today? so, so we're gonna grow from this. Hopefully, we don't make the same mistake. But I'm sure at some point in my life, I'll duplicate that unintentionally. Not the end of the world. If that's the worst thing that happens today, I think we will be all right, y'all. I promise. I promise. All right, let's see here. Boom, boom. We're gonna go ahead and start placing these so we can get some rent to counterbalance the daggone money I lost yesterday. Ah, man, it's like a rainy day in retail. Like, oh, it's a rainy day. We just got to make that up tomorrow. Um, it happens. We'll get two of these built at a time. That way, my construction workers are just focused on these. All right, boom and boom. Look, they rented already. I mean, that's how fast it was. So if I had waited and did this properly, we would have made more profit yesterday and everything else. Another thing that we got to take into consideration is how much I took out for the loan. So we're paying $300 a day for that as well. So that chipped a pretty good chunk out of our profit from the day before as well. All right, we're going to pop that one in there. And we'll do this one. Don't go nowhere yet. Come on back up here, Steven. Come on up here. We got Steven and Sherry. Man, she's moving fast. Whew. I like to see that urgency, Sherry. Good job. Good job. Okay. So we get four more units in. So we're gonna build our elevator up here. Boom, boom, boom. I accidentally added one, but that's fine. We're gonna add this in. And we're gonna do four more units. Boom, just like that. We already got our elevator in. We're about to hit midnight. There we go. Okay, that gives us a little bit more money. So we're gonna pop these bad boys in. We're gonna slide them on over. You notice I haven't put a restaurant or anything in yet. I like to wait until I have some residents in my building before I do that because what ends up happening is they get upset because they're not making any rent, or not making any profit. So they always want the rent lower and lower and lower and lower. And then like I personally feel bad a little bit for them because I'm like, I get why you want your rent lower. You ain't making no money. But later on in the game, they make a kill on them, and we don't reciprocate. They don't reciprocate that. If you try to raise their rent for the difference of what they're making and those hundreds of dollars a day versus the $90 they're paying in rent, they'll get mad and leave. So, and then if you go to rent to somebody else, they're just gonna pay that $90 anyway. So, it's kind of crummy for them in the beginning. I don't like doing that to them, so I just wait a little bit until I know they can make a little bit of profit. So I don't feel bad. It's more of a feeling for me than anything. but it is what it is. It is what it is. Can't fix things we can't fix. Can't fix it if we can't fix it. All right, let's get these bad boys rented. Come on now. Where's my renters at? Where's my renters at? Probably run them faster if I had a restaurant in here. Because I bet they want coffee. I want a cup of coffee right now. Time to go home. Um, Jack, are you crazy, bro? You are at home. Now where are you going? Oh, maybe he's going home. I don't know. Bye, Jack. Weird. She wants to buy Laura wants to buy a cup of coffee, and Ronnie, he wants some breakfast. Wants a place that serves breakfast. And then Catherine, there's no places that serve breakfast here. And then Marie wants some breakfast as well. So breakfast and coffee shop is definitely going to be on my initial list of things to put in this tower for sure. Let's see how much profit we make today. Bam, 910. Okay, now we're cooking. Now we're cooking. All right, let's see. I want to go ahead and add an electrical unit in here. Let's go ahead and add a place that they can get breakfast and coffee. I kind of feel for them. Let's get you all some breakfast and coffee. Lunch, breakfast, coffee and lunch. Dang. All right, let's try this again. Oh, we hit one prestige, so we can get rid of these ugly default things here. If you guys watch my other videos, you know, like, I despise those. Not a fan of the default, so I always paint them in and then come back and do my thing. Coffee. What? Now, keep in mind when you're building your restaurants, you need four of them for the two-bedroom apartments. So when we get up here a couple floors from now, we're looking at those two-bedroom apartments. When we hit that three-star, they're gonna want specific restaurants. So when we get to those, we'll discuss those as we are placing them down. So don't be surprised if they're like, "We want this," because it's definitely something that they'll be asking for. All right, let's go ahead and get another water closet in here. We got a 3 units in here, but now we have to get to two for one-bedroom apartments. I don't know why I was thinking it was 1 star. My bad, y'all. I think I said 1 star earlier. So we did unlock deluxe apartments if we wanted to add a gas pipe in. I'm not ready for that yet because that's just an added expense and it doesn't really necessarily pay for itself completely. So, oh, guess what I forgot to do? Extend our utilities, and now I'm out of money, and my people are mad. I don't blame y'all. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Here it comes. Here it comes. All right. I don't even think there's anybody renting these units yet. No. So they're mad over nothing because nobody even lives there. Like, this is crazy. All right, let's repay this one back. I hated doing that, but it is what it is. All right, let's take that out. That's going to give us some money. We need to make $5,000 for that one. We still need to add 10 one-bedroom apartments in, but as you know, we can't do that now until 2 stars. Nope, that's 4 bedroom, 2 bedroom. Two stars. We can start adding one bedrooms in. I don't want to add any more apartments in at this point. We have enough that are ready for rent that they aren't renting. So this is what I was talking about. Everybody wanted coffee, but I placed a coffee shop and they didn't come down and buy any yesterday. Maybe because I did it later on in the day because they buying now. I just don't know if they're going to make a profit. We'll see. We'll see if enough people actually buy it in the area today. So they're close. Once we start adding the one bedrooms in, that'll help us out a little bit too. Let me see here. All right, so we can actually condense these down. That's what we're going to do. We're going to condense that down. That's going to give us more electrical units, and it costs us the same. And then we're going to do the same thing with water. While we're waiting for these to rent out, we're going to do the same thing with water. I do wish that you know how like you can move the apartments once you put the movers in and stuff like that. I wish we could move these utility closets and some of the other rooms and stuff that they don't let you move, instead of having to destroy them, because it could get expensive. So as we continue our tower down, we get down here to the 10th floor. That's usually where I put my utilities. But initially, early on in the game, you're kind of stuck with having to put them up here. So, like, you have to spend that money again on something you already bought just for the space. Because I like to have my retail units and my restaurants up here and these floors up here versus down in the basement. So I don't know. That's just one thing I wish they had added in that I don't think they did. Okay, so they made a little bit of profit yesterday. They're not raving about it though. So sometimes they're like, "We made good profit yesterday." But not today. They're like, "Oh, we made $10. I can go to McDonald's and oh no, they don't have the dollar menu anymore. No, I can go to Wendy's and get a 4 for 4." Like, oh man, fun times. All right, we don't have enough to do the water one yet. That's okay. All right, let's see here. We could take out a loan, but it doesn't do us any good because we can't really build these up. I don't have enough to do the renter roundup either, so I can't do that. This is weird. Like, I don't know why this is taking so long. This is a relatively easy building. There's not anything happening that would slow the rental down. I mean, I even threw a coffee shop in here for y'all. Like, why are people not renting these rooms? Maybe they don't want maybe they don't want studios. Maybe they want one bedroom apartments or something, and they're just waiting on those. But usually, by the time you have one prestige, the rooms rent a heck of a lot faster than what these are. How much we need? Oh, we got a ways to go before we get any more. I need to rent at least two more of these out before I build another floor. I really feel that way. All right, let's see what happens. Let's take a look at some of our people. James, he loves his coffee, so he was complaining about not having it. Glenda, now she wants a lunch. Glenda wants somewhere to buy lunch. They would love a nice lunch spot here. I love a cup of coffee. Well, there's a coffee shop right here. Are they closed? Yeah, I think they're closed for the day. Yeah, they're closed. You just gotta wait till the morning to get your coffee. This is what I was talking about. Like when you place them a little too early, so they only made $97 versus 95 rent. So now they're saying their rent is too high. They want to be paying less. So hopefully we get some more of these units rented, and then we get a couple more people in here to help alleviate some of that for them. All right, we got this. We're gonna go ahead and build this and take these out. Boom, boom, boom. There's that. All right. I think. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. I think what we're gonna do is go ahead and build this next level out. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna put some deluxe one bedroom apartments on here. What do y'all think? Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna let this build out though before I push. No, I have time. I can go ahead and put my gas line in here. All right, so what I'm doing is I'm leaving an extra room for a bigger closet later on, so I can place the other two somewhere else or the other one somewhere else, probably right next to it. And then when we need to upgrade it, we can delete that one and delete this one and add it here. All right, so let's see here. We're gonna build our closets in and water. And gas, trash, and they want a plumber. I don't have enough for a plumber. Hopefully, they don't need a plumber today because I'm gonna have to wait till tomorrow to get one. We'll know if they do because they'll turn red. They'll get mad. I got a little ahead of myself, I think, y'all. But that's okay. The day's almost over. So he'll probably turn red after midnight. We'll throw a plumber in here and build these in as well and see how that takes us. All right. Boom. Okay, so we're making 640 a day right now. That's not a lot. We did make a little less. What did I say? They need a plumber? Plumber? Plumber. They need a plumber. Plumber. Okay, put that down here. And then we're going to go ahead and add this in. We're going to add another one in. Need to put a gas line over. We got the water line all the way down. We got to add the gas line as we're going down. They need power. There's that. Okay. All right. These rent for a little bit more too. So these are 205 versus 140 or 150. Some of them 150, some of them 140. So these rent for a little bit more. They do require a little bit more because now we got to pay $50 a day for a plumber, and we got to pay $350 a day for gas. That's why our profit went down as much as it did from the previous day. But now that we've rented two of these out, oh no, we just rented one more out. But I think we rented one more of these out too. But even if we didn't, that's going to add 200 ish to this. So that's going to put us at like eight something, maybe 790 because we added this in too. So we'll see how that goes. Um, I'm sorry. I'm sorry you're not really making money right now. You will. I promise you. I promise you, Judy. Money will be coming your way. It's just a matter of time. Just a matter of time. Just stay patient, Judy. Don't be leaving. Oh, you made money today. There you go. You got enough for a four for four at Wendy's again. Well, I mean, you could take your leftover food home if you didn't sell it. Okay, let's see here. We are almost to the next day. Fantastic. So I'll give us some money so we can expand out a little bit more. We've now rented all of our regular studio apartments. Now we're focused on the deluxe ones. And that took us up to 990 for the day. So we're gonna add three in here. I think I can afford to add three in here. So if we end up renting these, that's gonna take us up. These are renting for 246. So that's gonna take us up another 600. So it's gonna put us right about 1500, which is gonna be nice. That'll be very nice. And we might even hit this because we rented this one out as well. So we might even hit this revenue achievement right here, our contract. Where we at on prestige? Because I really want that one bedroom apartment. Okay, so once we finish this level with these deluxe apartments, we should be able to hit that two-star prestige so we can build one bedroom apartments on that next floor, which is our goal right now. We're going to get those one bedroom apartments in. And the thing about the one bedroom apartments is like that you can get quite a few different people in there that are two per apartment. To where studios is only one person. The one bedroom apartments you can get two, and then your two bedroom apartments you can add on from there. I think you can get three or four. I'm not, I've never really paid attention to it, but I know I've seen three in the 2 bedroom apartments. I don't know if I've seen 4 tenants in there, so I'm not 100% sure on those. Do, do, do. Oh yeah, once we start making profit down here, Diane, we'll get you a place for lunch. So she's making a little bit more profit now. So we'll add you on a place for lunch here shortly. Just hold your britches. Hold your britches. It's coming. I promise. All in due time. Let's see here. Ah, man, just one shot. I can't do anything with it anyways, but I got close. We're about done with this day. Oh, we hit our 2 prestige, so now we can do our 1 bedroom apartments. Let's space it out. Let's see how many we can get in here. Oh, it's going to be even all the way across. Fantastic. I like to see that. All right, and we completed that. So that's going to give us a nice little bonus to build up our next floor. It's like perfect timing. Perfect timing for us to add some 1 bedroom apartments in. Let's see what our next contract is. Oh, we can't add it yet. We have to have 50 people in our building. We're close. I do know we're going to have a handyman, so I want to go ahead and add one of those in here for our 1 bedroom apartments. We're going to add our lines in. We do not need gas for the basic 1 bedroom apartment, so we're just going to do our electric and water like we have been. We will need gas later on too, so we'll have to add some more, and that's why we went ahead and left that open down at the bottom so that we could do that later on. So just keep that in mind as you're watching this and saying, I wonder, we need small stores and stores that sell groceries. Okay, we can do that. Do, 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 do. Bump, bump. I forgot about this. Oh, we need power down here. I forgot about that. But that's okay because this is going to add rent in for us as well. Okay. Now keep in mind when you're doing this, you need the food and beverage one for sure. Skip the portable electronics because you don't want the added expense of a phone line for one unit. Books and magazines is fine, even nobody reads those anymore. Drugstore, skip that one because you need a phone line, and then do flowers and wine shops, which do really well in um, uh, like residential buildings like this. Let's check our utilities. We're good. We can get 10 more units in of electricity. This is going to take one of those units. We need $900 to renovate our already occupied units. Let's see how much money we made. $2,000. That's fine. That's good. Wine and spirits. They're going to complain about not making money initially as well. So we can add our lunch place in here. So we're going to go ahead and add our cafe in for lunch and coffee, which is going to require a water unit. But we have some of those right now too. All right, so all right. So I think yeah, we have enough to go ahead and place these. So we're gonna place some of these up here. We might be able to do them all, which is gonna be awesome. All right, so yeah, let us do them all. Hopefully we can rent those. If we can rent those, we're gonna make some really. I forgot to repair our buildings. Y'all remind me tomorrow. Be like, dude, look at your building's falling apart. You had new tenants in. We're gonna use the money from their units to repair the other units. Wink, wink. Spoken like a true businessman. 1440. So we'll make enough profit to cover those. Especially with these $200 rent up here. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So that's going to add another $1,200 to what we did yesterday, plus the $200 here, and the 145 from here. So all of that's going to be added on to what we did the previous day. So we should be closer to like 3,000. So we'll still have some money to build as well as be able to level up this as well. I'm literally twiddling my thumbs right now. No, I'm just kidding. I was literally twiddling my thumbs just to prove a point. Um, oh, Diana's happy. She said her lunch was good. Oh, Sherry wants dinner now. Steven's very like Steven, you're mad. What can I do? What can I do to make you happier, Steven? You want a dinner spot? He looks like yeah. Sorry, Steven. Like I don't know. I didn't mean to upset you, Steven. We will get a dinner spot for you. Just be patient, man. We'll get you. I promise. We're gonna have to expand the tower down a little bit so we can add another layer in of restaurants down here for you. But we'll get it. We will definitely get it. All right, now we have those duplexes unlocked, which I don't really place these. I stick to the one. I don't really do the balcony stuff. I think in this one we're gonna have to with the lofts. So where's the lofts at? No, these are internal as well. But like these luxury duplex apartments and the rooftops and the balconies and stuff like that, I generally don't place very many of those. I just they're a little bit more complex. Like placing, you have to build the level above them, and then like if you place them down, you have to remember to already have the next level above them done, and like they just they become more of a hassle than they do anything. Now there are some scenarios where you'll definitely need to build them because it requires them, but this one just requires lofts, so we'll be okay with lofts. That'll be pretty fairly easy for us to be able to achieve. We're gonna go ahead and place these in for now, and then tomorrow we'll be able to fill these in and get some renters in here. I haven't placed a closet yet. I mean, we're making $3,600, but I haven't placed the closets and stuff yet, just so I can make that extra little bit of profit for the next day to ensure that we have enough to complete this entire floor. I think we will, and that'll complete this contract right here as well. Oh, we can start this one. Mm, we'll get that one. This one requires 100 residents, and this one requires profit. Boom and boom. This one's going to be completed as soon as we get past. Actually, we can start on it now. We got plenty of money. Doop. Yeah, completing that contract and starting the other one definitely got us to that point. I forgot to go back when we hit 50 to start that contract, so that's kind of my fault in a way. No, it was. It was not in a way, but it was 100% my fault. Oh, make sure. Did that? I thought we were already at 48. Yeah. Okay, so we need to add another one of those. We're just gonna add a medium one in here. We're gonna use it for sure. It's gonna cost us initially, but we're making $3,500 a day right now, so I think we'll be okay. We did hit 3 prestige, so at 4 we're gonna unlock the 2 bedrooms. There we go. We completed that contract. We're gonna start this one. This one when we get 100. So when we complete this contract right here, that means we're gonna finish this one. We need 4 more stores and 100 residents. We'll do the stores probably first. We'll go ahead and add those in, and then we'll get those residents going. So let's see here. There's that. We're going to add another layer in down here. So add that. Slide this down. Once that fills out, we'll delete these, move these down, and then we'll put 4 more units of retail in here as well. So we can get those. Let's see how our little restaurants are doing. See if we want to add a new one. 154, and this one's 159. Okay, so we can add some more restaurants because we need to add 2 more for our um, 2-bedroom apartments that we're going to get to. So we need a lunch, one that serves lunch, and we need one that serves lunch and breakfast. So we're going to go ahead and decline those and start searching for a new tenant. All right, we hit 4 stars, but I think we're going to do one more layer of 1 bedroom, and then we'll hit those 2 bedrooms. I like doing them in threes. I'm kind of surprised I do this in here. I just did that for A, money, and B, for I guess a buffer. These 3 floors right here, I'll probably either delete later on or move them up to be buffer floors for service building or service rooms and stuff. As we start getting into the second and third episodes or parts to this particular scenario, because we're going to break it up into different parts. I think we're going to have to add more water in, but I think we can add these bad boys in without having to add that water in yet. So let's see where we're at. We can add our trash in. We'll go down and check our water real quick and see where we're at. I wish there was a button that showed you 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we need to add another water in. So we'll go ahead and do that real quick. We're gonna need it, so we're just gonna add a medium in. All right, there we go. And let's go ahead and add these in. I know we have plenty of electricity. We still had 2 for rent, but I think this will help us out a little bit. Repair. All right, let's see if our breakfast and lunch is here. So we got those. So that'll be good. And that will allow us to build our 2-bedroom apartments once we get all of this completed and get those up there. We'll add another layer in. Maybe till tomorrow when we can add that in based off of what we have going on right now. We only have $1,200, and we still need to finish this down here. We've rented another room, or another apartment unit, another unit. Do 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 do. All right, let's see here. I want to add a staircase in. On retail shops here. Whoa. All right, sad day. We had to let them go. Sorry, y'all. I wish I could move you, but I can't. Same with the construction crew, but I can't move them either. So we have to do it the hard way. Sorry. All right, facilities. Add one of these in. I could add a big one. I could, but we're not going to right now. We're gonna save that for down here. So we'll end up transferring those down later on. Let's go ahead and get our stores in here. Don't really need a souvenir shop. These newer ones require extra stuff. So if you click on them, janitorial services, we don't, outside of using them for those. If we had a office tower, that would make more sense for us, but it doesn't. So we're just gonna duplicate what we already have. I know it's weird, but we're just gonna duplicate what we already have. I know the older tenants are going to be super excited about this. All right, there we go. and that's going to fulfill the stores part of residence and retail. We still need to add 50 more tenants into the building for our residential units. Mm-mm. Added the wrong thing in here, y'all. I'm like, why are they not building anything? Because I added the wrong thing in. There we go. They'll build some stuff. Oh my gosh. I apologize. I made y'all sit there through that. Mm-mm. Oh, yeah, let's fill this in. Pow. There we go. We need directories. So add directories. All directory. We're going to put it down here with the trash. And we're going to end up moving this on this side. I don't know why I put that there. I have no idea. Weird. It doesn't matter where you place a directory at, it's still going to give you the benefits. Kind of odd. All right, let's build this up here. Now that we have a construction crew on our building. Can't believe I did that. Ay, ay, ay. All right, we're making $4,095 a day right now. Okay, there's that, there's that. I think the 2 bedrooms go there. Yeah, there, there, there. And then we'll have a 1 bedroom at the end. Okay. Before we build anything, let's check our utilities. So we got plenty of electricity and plenty of water. So we will be good. So we can add these bad boys in and we'll be all right. 1 bedroom and 2 bedroom. We need a laundromat and home cleaning services and cable. So let's get them the amenities they need. All right. Laundromat. Home cleaning services, which I think requires gas, if I remember correctly. No, phone. I didn't want to add a phone line in. Me, not happy about that one. I guess we could have made some of these other things up here. If they end up leaving, we'll do that. Now we're paying for a daggone phone line. I'm not super stoked about that. Okay, now we need recycling bins too. So now we got cable, go. All right, and we're gonna take that over here. These 2 bedroom apartments will rent. They rent for quite a bit more, $395 a day. So they'll end up paying for their services a little bit faster. You know what I haven't done? I haven't put. I think there was already one in the building. Trash collector? Yeah, right there. All right, let's put in a recycling collector. We're going to add some more basement levels in. We're going to add 2 more basement levels in real quick here. Just because I feel like we're getting crowded up here with some of our services. But see how I spaced this out? I told you at the very beginning, like keep yourself that space. So you build over 5, then put 3 for your elevator, and then the rest of the building. And you see how symmetrical it is. They were all the way to the edge, but we still are able to fit in our units and our elevator and everything that we need in here. That's why I think this is more of an easy scenario than a more complex one. You will see some more complex ones later later on in the game. So as we continue to do these scenarios, you'll see some really complex ones that are much smaller, like maybe even here or here. Like the Flatiron one, I think, is a really, really small space. So you have to really plan ahead on what you're going to do in order to get all your achievements accomplished in there. All right, we're at 65 of 100, so we're not too far off. A couple more days and we'll be done with this one, and we can end this video and get ourselves prepared for the second half, our second third of this video, because we're going to break it up into three segments for you guys, so you don't have to sit here and watch the entire thing, because it's going to take a little bit of time to hit all three objectives for this particular tower. So we're going to get this in here. There was something else. Cable television. We need trash. Oops, wrong one. Trash and recycling. Okay. We went ahead and put those in. Why not? And yep. So luxury apartments, we need 10 of those now. The only thing I think we can build at this point that's luxury is the studio apartments. We are going to build two more layers of two-bedroom apartments, and then we're gonna put a level of studio. So we're gonna move some of these studios from here up here, and then we're gonna do a layer for services. We may do two layers for services because we need to add in these rooms as well. So you guys will see us do that as well. I need to get that ops in here now so we get those extra construction workers and the maintenance, because we have enough, I think, to get ourselves all the way down to the at least the maintenance. So we might do that. We might build. We're gonna build one more layer here because we already have it ready for it, and then we'll add in the next layer. We'll add in those buildings. They don't make too much noise, so I don't think the tenants will complain about being near those. It's these and these that make a lot more noise. They need a place to dispose of their stuff. Okay, that'll make them a little bit happier. Okay. Mm, we getting there. We're getting there, y'all. We're getting there. This is this is the part of the game that's like you just put your music on. You just let it play, and you just kind of like you can do some of the other things you got to do. So sometimes I'll play games on my phone or something like that while I'm waiting for the construction workers to build what I need them to build and different things. So there are different things that you can do. If you need to go to the bathroom or get you a drink or make you a bowl of cereal or something, you could definitely do that while you're waiting for your construction workers to build up on the stuff that you need them to build up on. Because sometimes it could take them a little bit of time to get through the stuff that you need them to get through. It goes a little bit faster once we get the extra construction workers in. I usually wait until I'm making about 5, 6 thousand profit a day before I put those in. And the reason why is because like you don't want them you're paying them to essentially just sit there. So you're kind of wasting money for your tower if you literally have them sitting down here in a closet not doing anything. So you want to make sure you have enough stuff for them to do in your tower if you're going to be paying for them to be in your tower. I try to run my towers like I would my business. It's taking them a while to build these. What are you doing in there? What are you doing in there? Oh, we're just gonna. like a little privacy. Weird. That was awkward. That was that was that was awkward. I don't I don't know. All right, we're just gonna move on from that. Act like we never saw anything, y'all. Okay. These rooms are running pretty quick. Yeah. So we got two residents. I'm trying to see. There's three in that one. I think three is the max for these. I've never really looked it up. I just kind of go by what I actually physically see. And right now we're at 72. All right. And then we're going to build that next level up like we were talking about. This is going to be our operational area. Let's put a mover. Let's put some movers in here. This is what I placed earlier accidentally. We're gonna put some movers in here, um, so that we can add that buffer in just in case. So I'm gonna show you guys what I do for those buffers, so that you guys can mimic the same thing if you want to. You don't necessarily have to move to do this. I'm moving because I'm freeing up. This tower is so small width wise that I'm giving myself extra room on this first floor now that I can put like this is gonna be where my fast food restaurants end up being down in here, and then that'll allow us to open up more stuff later on. So as we continue to build up this tower, we're gonna need to add those different things in here. Okay, we're gonna add that, and then we're gonna slide this over. And then before we start moving, I want to get that extra construction office in here just to make it faster because it will take them these two folks, Cynthia and Gloria. It'll take them forever to do it by themselves. So by adding the construction worker, the extra construction office in, it'll go much faster. Let's see here. All my services seem to be doing quite well. Another thing that's going to unlock here is the optimized services. So it'll make more efficiency out of the services that we already have in the tower. Sometimes the first like 2 days it throws it off a little bit, so it'll be like you don't have enough services or we have too many calls yesterday. Those first 2 days, but after those first 2 days, that kind of goes away, and you can actually do what you need to do in your tower. So just keep that in mind. If you when you hit that optimization, you may see that pop up, and we may see it when we do it in here as well. I usually ignore it, and if it lasts past those 2 days, then I'll go in. Or if I have tenants that are like, "Hey, yo, I'm not getting my calls answered," then I'll go through and I'll actually like add more services in. Just a little something, something that I've noticed with it. Okay. Mm. I hope you guys are liking this video. If you are, make sure you subscribe for more Project High Rise content. I also do city skylines. I'm thinking about doing a series on management and how you can use video games to learn skills for management. And even if you're like looking for a job, I thought about doing a series on like how you can use video games to hone in interview skills, that you can talk about like skills that you can talk about in your interview processes. So if that's something that might interest you guys, let me know in the comments because that's something I've been playing around with in my head. I just don't know if there's a niche for it. So if you guys think there's a niche for that, please, please, please let me know, and I will definitely add some content on those topics. All right, let's add our construction office in. Construction. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. That is good. Now, we can get in here and start moving these around. Did I? Yeah, I did. Let's go ahead and add these in. I think we're gonna have to get another trash collector because our guy down here is full. Trash collector. All right, see how much faster that was? They were able to get those out of there pretty quick. Mm, think. Now, keep in mind your residents don't want to be on the same floor as these folks, but it doesn't bother them being under or above as long as you're not putting your deluxe or fancy stuff, or even your like luxurious room, units near them. Now, your two bedrooms are a little bit more finicky and picky because they're paying $400 a day for rent versus your studios that are paying a fraction of that. So they can endure a little bit more and they don't really complain as much as your two bedrooms and your one bedrooms and your fancies and all that stuff complain. So keep that in mind as well as you're going through playing this game. All right, we're going to add two floors here. These are going to be service floors, and we're going to need these later on. But for right now, they're just going to be vacant floors. So we're going to fill those in. So we'll have essentially three service floors here as we continue up the level up the tower. And what this is going to do, this is going to make your services closer to your residents towards the top. And every so like 10, 15 floors, we'll add a couple levels of services in just to make them closer to the residents so they don't have to go as far to answer calls. So that's part of the problem that you'll have with service calls sometimes too, is they're traveling too far to be able to answer them. So you're losing out on that time that it takes them to actually respond through like walking and those types of things. Okay, we got plenty of money, so we're just gonna shift and add. So shift and add there. All right. Mm. Now we are gonna have to add some other retailers in order to get those lofts later on. So keep that in mind. So we're gonna go ahead and move some more of our studios up here to get some area prepared for those. The first level of our actual residential tower is going to be these deluxe. So there may be a buffer here. We may move these operational buildings or rooms down here for that. So just keep that in mind. I know this is taking a little bit longer for us on the tower, but if we don't set ourselves up for success, like the next episode, we're gonna have to do this anyways. And this is gonna help you guys be able to set up your towers to um, be ready for that next level. So I'm planning ahead with my tower structure and what we have going on in here, and y'all can follow along on doing that as well. So if you're struggling with this scenario, definitely watch all three parts to it so that you can get a idea of what to do ahead of time so you're not scrambling trying to move stuff around in your tower later on and different things. You can go ahead and get it set up like I am right now. All right, let's get back in here and build some two bedrooms. We're going to go back in and start building two-bedroom apartments again. Let's see where we're at on utilities. We should be about the same. Yeah, we're still about the same. We can add two more layers of two-bedroom apartments and we will be straight with utilities. So I'm not concerned about them. Oh, probably going to have to add cable, another cable line in. So let me go add, let's go see. Yep, definitely going to have to add another cable line in. So this is 850, 500, 850. If we're gonna spend 1,000, we might as well go to that one. Okay, there we go. That was me doing a little bit of math in my head. I don't know if y'all caught that or not. Like, hey, we're gonna spend it. We might as well spend it. Like let's not be bashful with it. All right, so this is going to cost us a little bit of profit that I wasn't anticipating today, but we're still going to have enough to build our units up here. So don't be like, why did you do all that? It's not even midnight yet. We're making enough money at this point. We can kind of don't be reckless, but you could be a little more sparing. Again, like I guess you can just kind of like do what you got to do in order to get your tower ready. All right, so that took us down 1,000, but we're gonna make that back today with these. All right, so we're gonna put these in, and we are going to put these in, put these in, bam, and bam. All right, so once those rent, that might finish this video off, because we're pretty close. 70, depending on how many people rent those units, we might be pretty close. We might have to add electrical units in. Yeah. All right. Let's add electrical closet in. We just need a little one for now. We don't have enough for a big one. We're good on gas. Good on water. We have to add water before we get to the next level, though. All right. See these studio apartments are kind of hurting us a little bit. All right. Let's do a rent a roundup. Boop, boop, boop. Let's see how many of these we can rent. Let's see if we can get this bad boy knocked out. We have, if you look down here, we have 125 total people in our tower right now. That's workers and everything. 129. Um, but that's not just residents. If you click on it, it tells you like we have 86 residents in the tower. There's 10 that work in retail, 17 in the services, 13 in others. So those are the people that are visiting the tower. Maybe I don't know what those are. 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 92. Dang, we're gonna be just shy, y'all. That's fine. That's fine. Tomorrow we'll definitely hit it tomorrow. We just gotta get that profit in here. We did rent all of our units though, so that's good. And that put us at 95. So we got one more day and we'll be able to get this part of the video completed. Look how much profit they're making now. Except for this. The lunch only is not making any profit, but the rest of them are. Wah, wah, wah. Okay, and there we go. All right. We made $8,000 yesterday, y'all. $8,000. Now, if that was real money, I'd be like, okay, all right, YouTube paying me now. Just, I'm just kidding. No, I'm not. That would be awesome. So make sure y'all like and subscribe. Like help a brother out over here. Like, all right, let's see here. Nah, I'm just doing this for fun. If I make a little money, I make a little money, but I ain't doing it for money. If that makes any sense to y'all. All right, we're gonna add in bigger closet. Take this out. Okay, and let's get our folks up in here. Wait, do we have enough water? I sure hope so. We are not gonna have enough water. Let's go ahead and take a loan out. I don't need that big of a loan. We're just gonna do that one. All right, let's add our water in. All right, there we go. Bam. Okay. How close are we? Oh, we just need two more residents. Boom, there we go. All right, you all. So that got us the residents at retail section of this done. Um, Come back for the restaurants and patrons part, where we take our tower to 150. We add our restaurants in, and we get 50 visitors in the tower at one time. And we're going to look at how we can do that. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that like and subscribe button, and come on back and see us for that next episode. Y'all have a great day. We'll see you next time.